Oh, my friends, what a day it's been. Boris Johnson has this afternoon formally resigned from the Commons. He and Rishi Sunak are now at open war after the Prime Minister this morning accused him of trying to make him do improper things in his appointment of his cronies to the Lords.
Boris Johnson asked me to do something that I wasn't prepared to do because I didn't think it was right. That was to either overrule the HOLAC committee or to make promises to people. Now, I wasn't prepared to do that. As I said, I didn't think it was right. And if people don't like that, then tough.
And in response to that, Boris Johnson said, quotes, Rishi Sunak is talking rubbish. Boys. In other news, a week after Mr Sunak claimed victory over Stop the Boats, on Sunday record numbers of people crossed the Channel, more than 600 in a single day. In Scotland, absolute meltdown as Nicola Sturgeon was arrested and then released without charge. Meanwhile, Silvio Berlusconi, the modern inventor in Italy of big dog, big daddy, macho populism, has died. Without Silvio, I think, no Trump, and perhaps no Brexit-era Johnson either. So much to talk about, but yet again, it is the single figure of Boris Johnson, the albino gorilla himself, who has been overshadowing the entire news agenda all day. And I have to tell you, I'm so bored of Boris Johnson, I could scream. It's hot. I'm like a boiling kettle ejecting steam. I am just so bored of Boris Johnson and his life. I know more about him than I do about my wife. The glory years of japes and pranks at Eton, the never giving up or knowing when he's beaten. The web of Oxford chums, Dave and George and Gove. The trysts with trusting girls in flats, hotels and groves. The lies he told to them, and then the lying to the Times long before the fatal porkies over party lockdown crimes. The shrugging off of misbehaviour with a laugh. The cripes, I'll make it up, reporting for the Telegraph. And words like cripes and chums and japes and pranks and yikes and bozzer. Enough, no more, no thanks. All that gobbling up of airtime and paper by the ream, as if we've all been jailed inside one man's mad dream. Oh, I'm so bored of Boris Johnson, I could scream. I'm so bored of Boris Johnson, I could spew. Even the successes, for yes, there were of those a few. Genial, liberal Boris in the years at London City Hall. Election winner against Ken and Corbyn. Never short of gall, very fast to take the credit. E.g. Boris Bikes, e.g. Crossrail. He always wanted monuments. They wanted that to fail. He sliced through state bureaucracy that was Byzantine. At least I suppose they've called it the Elizabeth and not the Johnson line. Then his return to Parliament prepared to oil and suck up to Tory leaders. I'm so bored of Johnson I could chuck. He always wanted to be lovable, like Paddington or Gromit, a cuddly national symbol. I'm so bored that I could vomit. He picks a thing up, caresses it, then wrecks it. And by thing, I'm thinking, obviously, of Britain and of Brexit, of whoppers, fibs and fraudulence and guile, and for his enemies, threats and menaces and bile. At birth, the angels gave him the gift of tongues, a glittering tree on which all life's prizes hung. They gave him great intelligence and sex appeal, strength of a grizzly bear, eyes of a baby seal. But then they said, we've given too lavish a gift list to baby Boris, so you will be as well a selfish narcissist, and everything will turn to dust. Bad, then badder will be your choices. The high call of politics, a ladder, no more than that, to clamber up. So nothing mattered, not voters conned, nor a once great party shattered. He wanted greatness. But yes, it's vanished like a dream. And sometimes I'm so bored of Boris Johnson, I could scream.